Welcome back everyone. Today's look is a very warm smoky eye. It's very sparkly and wearable for both day and night. So I'm sure by now you guys know the drill. We start off with my Urban Decay Primer Potion and just rub that all over my lid with a synthetic brush. You can also use your fingers if you want. It doesn't make a difference as long as it's nice and blended. And then also, because I am putting eyeshadow on my lower lid, I'm putting a little bit of leftover base on there as well. So I'm going to start off by using this jumbo pencil from NYX Cosmetics in the color Milk. This is going to brighten up my lid because I want my colors to come out very bright and stand out. And I'm just dabbing this all over my lid and then blending with that same synthetic brush from before. Now, because these pencils are so creamy and easy to work with, I can use a brush to blend it out. The trick to this is making sure that everything is as blended as possible. So for this look, we're using 3 separate palettes: the It's Judy Time palette, the Naked palette, and the Lorac Pro palette. The first color is a matte white color that I'm applying with an angled brush right beneath my eyebrow to highlight my arch. Here I'm just trying to kind of wedge the color right underneath the brow without actually getting any color on it. And then I just bring it down and blend it out. Next, I'm using this matte taupe color from the It's Judy Time palette and my 224 brush to apply it right above my crease. The trick to applying these transitioning colors above your crease is not applying too much pressure with the brush, so that way the product doesn't stick too much to the base and you can blend it out as much as you want. The next color is also from the It's Judy Time palette. It's a matte peachy pink, and I'm using my 217 brush to wedge it right on my crease. Again, I'm not applying too much pressure because I want to make sure it blends with the transition color that I applied beforehand. So with this color, just make sure that you're bringing it all the way in on the crease, all the way from the outer corner to the inner tear duct. And here I'm just going back in with my 224 to blend those two colors together. So now I'm moving on to the Lorac Pro palette. I'm using the color Sable with a small Real Technique brush. So I'm kind of just trying to wedge this into my outer crease and kind of just working it with this little brush and shaping the outer crease. Then I just go back in with that 217 brush and blend out the edges. Because I really do want this to look very well blended, here I just kind of start working with it and then reapplying more color onto the rest of my crease with that smaller brush. Then I go back in and blend. So once I'm able to shape that crease how I want, I just go back in with my 224 to blend everything. Now on my lid, I'm going to use this loose pigment from MAC in the color Kitsch Mist. And because this is a loose pigment, I'm going to use my Fix Plus and spray both sides of my brush. So here I'm just patting this all over my lid, just kind of taking my time with it. This is the time where you can carve out the crease and make it really defined. So once my entire lid is covered, I go ahead and turn over the brush to the side that only has the Fix Plus on it and just sort of seal everything out. Then if you want, you can always go back and reapply that color on your crease, but always make sure that you blend. So once your eyeshadow is done, next is eyeliner. I'm using the NYC liquid liner I always use. Now there's really no predefined way that I do my eyeliner, or that I think I'm gonna do my eyeliner before I start a look. I seriously just kind of, no pun intended, wing it, and whatever comes out is what I work with. I just always make sure I take my time and take small strokes because it's always easier to make it thicker or elongated if I want. If a dramatic wing is really not your thing, you can always make it smaller or even not wear any. So once I get the shape that I want, I just wipe out any fallout with a wipe and apply my concealer. Once my concealer is set, I apply a little bit of highlight on my inner tear duct. After that, it's mascara. I'm using They're Real by Benefit, and I'm just applying a couple coats to my top lashes. I am going to use Falsies by House of Lashes, and the ones I'm using today are called Pixie Luxe. Now to put those on, I'm going to use my Duo Lash Adhesive and my tweezers. These lashes are actually a little bit larger than I'm used to working with, so it actually took me a while to get them on. On my waterline, I'm using a pencil that came with my Naked palette, which I don't even think it comes with it anymore. But this is by Urban Decay in the color Whiskey. And I know they still have it because I just bought a full size at Ulta the other day because I love it so much. From my Naked palette, I'm going to use Buck and just wedge that in between my bottom lashes. Then I'm going to go in with a penciled brush and just blend it down to give it a more smoky look. And again, a couple coats to my bottom lashes. So to contour my face, I'm going to use my favorite bronzer. This is Laguna by NARS. I mostly just contour my cheekbones, then to highlight them I use a beauty powder by MAC, and I just dust that right over my cheekbones with a tapered brush. The blush I'm using is by NYX in the color Mauve, and I'm using an angled brush to buff that out on my cheeks. And because this is a summery look, I want that shimmery glow, so I'm going to apply this mineralized skin finish in Champagne with a tapered brush. I'm just dusting it where the light hits my face. Moving on to lipstick, I'm applying a little bit of foundation as a base, and then I'm going to use this NYX pencil called Nude Pink. So first I'm going to start off by just outlining my lips, and then I'm going to shade them in completely until they're all covered, and this is because I'm only using a lip gloss, so I want to make sure that there's absolutely no bleeding. So I'm literally just applying this like if it was lipstick, covering my entire lips. Then I'm going to apply a lip gloss by MAC in the color Pink Lemonade. So after that, you are completely finished. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. As usual, you will see a list of everything that I use and a bunch of photos on my blog, which is always linked down below. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on the next one.